Hi, so today I'm making my video in the dark because I want to talk about a dark subject. So several people asked me to make a video about subversion. Now, what I'm going to say is mostly based on a lecture by former KGB agent Yuri Bezmenov. The lecture is about an hour long, so you can watch it on YouTube, but I want to summarize it. So what is subversion? Subversion is the cheap way to conquer a nation. Instead of invading it with tanks and planes and blowing up bridges, you basically make the nation yearn for you to conquer it. So how do you do it? This follows 4 stages, which often take generations to complete: demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and normalization. So the first stage, demoralization, is also the longest. This phase involves long-term process of demoralizing the target nation. What you do is you infiltrate its education system, its media, its culture, and you destroy the links between people. You make children distrust their parents, their teachers, people distrust their government, their police. Basically, you create an atmosphere of fear and distrust and tear all the important links: family, society, culture. The next stage is destabilization. At this point, you use the demoralization to actually start breaking the nation. You have unions which no longer represent the workers, but represent the unions themselves. You have social workers who no longer represent society, but who represent bureaucracy. You have teachers who no longer represent the interests of the parents and the students, but push their own agenda. At this point, you spread discord, you create social unrest, you create polarization, you make people hostile to the police, to the military, to the government. You have an entire generation of bureaucrats, of entertainers who hate their country and try to shake it as much as possible. The next stage is crisis. That would include a civil war, terrorism, increase in crime, some kind of emergency that makes people yearn to be saved. And because you are the one who created the crisis, you are in a good position to end it. At this point, whoever is doing destabilization comes out and offers to save the people. It can be Islamists, communists, fascists, Nazis, phalangists, any kind of well-organized group that has been subverting the country for a long time. And the final stage is normalization, quote unquote normalization, because there's nothing normal about it. At this point, the one who's been subverting the country steps up, takes very harsh control, crushes the source of the lack of stability, which is usually himself, and he does restore order, he does restore stability, but it's the new kind of stability, new kind of order. So if you follow through the process, for example, you can turn a democracy, a Western democracy, a country of Western culture, into a communist dictatorship without firing a single shot, simply by subverting it over time. So this is how you destroy and take over a nation, by making it rot like a house full of termites. And I'm not going to bring specific examples, but I'm sure that you can find those yourself. So this is my dark video, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Shalom.